Hey, you're welcome. Do you feel stuck right now in life, or you feel like you're tired of this old boring life and routine you've had for the past year? Or maybe you're going through a major change or a major shift in your life and you don't know where to begin. E.g., you just ended a relationship, so you're feeling lonely and single again. Or maybe you are switching houses or switching jobs or careers. Are you a new parent and it feels like, oh, I don't know who this person is anymore, other than being a mother? Who am I? Okay, then this is your moment. It is your time to be reborn. It is time for you to go through a makeover. Now is the best time for you to reinvent yourself, become a better person so you can have a better life that you would be proud of. If you are ready to go on this journey with me, then don't go anywhere. Hello again, my name is Abigail Isaac and this is Wise Words with Abigail. Here we share inspiring, motivating and insightful words of change. Yeah, so if this is your first time on my channel, what are you waiting for? Please consider subscribing to my channel and don't forget to click the notification button so you are the first to know immediately we drop a new video once every week on Thursdays. So today's video is how to reinvent yourself. But before we go into how, why don't we start with what it really means to reinvent yourself? Like, what does it mean to reinvent yourself? Okay, slow down. We don't mean you should change the color of your skin like our very own pop star, may his soul rest in peace, Michael Jackson. That is not what it means to reinvent yourself. It doesn't mean you should change the very core of what makes you who you are and become a totally different person. That's not what we're talking about. To me, I would say reinventing yourself is taking the courage and daring to seek a happier and better life where there is continuous growth and where you continue to discover yourself, new passions that will make your life more exciting and more refreshing. Having said all that, who is ready to go on this journey with me to reinvent yourself? We will go through a 7 step-by-step process on how you can reinvent yourself. The first step is for you to start with a self-reflection. Look at your life right now, currently, based on the actions that you've taken, the decisions you've made, and imagine how that life would look like 5 years down the line. Is that really the life you want? If you're not satisfied with the picture you just created, then it's time for you to make a serious decision. You need to make a decision about the future you want. If you want to see a change in your life, then you must first change. Many of us might not like this process because we don't like to make decisions. We don't like to go through the serious thinking and all that process. But listen, if you're not ready to make the most important decision that will affect your future, then be ready to accept the results you see or the consequences that come out of it. If you're just coming out of a relationship, now is not the time to start thinking about going into a new relationship. It is time for you to sit back, be grateful for where you are right now. Reflect on what happened in that relationship that made it go sour. Learn from your mistakes, admit areas where you were wrong, and make a decision to make better choices when it comes to relationship next time. So I need you to understand that this is the point where it starts. This is the most important moment for you to make a decision that will affect your life positively. You would agree with me that it is totally insane to keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. So now that you've decided that you do need a change in your life, it's time to move on to the next step, which is make a plan. You need to make a clear plan. Have a vision of who this reinvented version of you is. Write down that picture that you see. So you must set smart goals on how you want to achieve this vision that you just pictured. Remember what SMART goals are? As published by George T. Doran, SMART goals are as in SMART. S specific. Your goal must be specific. M, your goal must be measurable. A, your goal must be attainable. R, your goal must be relevant. And T, your goal must be time-based. All these must be put into consideration when you're making or setting these goals. So don't just blindly say, oh, I need to reinvent myself, I need to change. Change into what? Okay, for example, your goal specifically might be, I want to move into a new house, or I want to relocate to a new country, a different environment. Good, very specific. And that is also easy to measure because you measure it based on, oh, here I am in this old house. Once I am able to move myself to the new house, then I've accomplished my goal. It is attainable. It is very relevant for you because you're not happy with where you are, you're not comfortable with this environment, or you just need a fresh start. Then good. It's very relevant. And then you set a time for you to be able to achieve this goal. You can give yourself a period of 6 months, 1 year, but make sure it's something that is peculiar to you and you're not forcing it. But you're also setting a time, a deadline for when you need to achieve these goals, because once that deadline is set, then you have a sense of urgency to say, I need to meet this target at this time. Hey, don't forget that planning also means doing your own research, asking questions and finding out what it means, what it would take you to achieve the certain new lifestyle or new version of you that you want. For instance, you plan to relocate to a different country. Find out, do you need to learn a new language? What will it cost you to be able to move to that new country? Do you need a visa? Do you need the services of a lawyer? How long does it take to be able to get a visa? All these things should go into your planning and your researching. If you're going to get a new job, how many interviews would you need to go to? Where do you need to submit your resume? Do you need to train and get new skills that will increase your chances of getting the job? Having a good plan will get you moving quick to reinventing yourself. And so once you've crossed all your T's and dotted your I's on the plan, then it's time to move to the next step, which is get rid of all physical and emotional clutter. For the physical clutter, you need to pick out things that are old and boring, or things that you don't need or you don't make use anymore, lying around your house, in your room, wherever they are. Get rid of them. You can sell it, you can donate it, you can give it out, or just recycle it. Whatever, just make sure you get all those old things away. You need space to breathe in fresh air. If you can't afford a new house, then give your house a deep clean and just redecorate. Make it look good, make it look better. You can do an inventory of your friends too. Like, do you have the right kind of friends in your life right now? Okay, if the answer is no, then you know just what to do. You need what I call the emotional sanitizer. It's like going to a spa, only that for this one, you're cleansing toxic and negative emotions that are holding you down and that would affect you in the future. It's quite easy to get rid of the physical clutter because you can see them with your eyes. But for the emotional baggages we carry, most times we try to avoid the topic and just, act like nothing happened. But then you need to face it squarely and settle things so that we can move on a clean slate, okay? Other ways that you can get rid of this emotional clutter is by asking yourself some serious questions like, how do I feel about myself or about this situation? Why am I feeling this way? What steps can I take to be more aware of my actions and how they affect me as a person and affect the people around me? So consider answering these questions because they will help you in getting rid of those emotional clutter. Okay, my friends, having done all that, it's time to get to work. Yes, go all out and try new things. Get out of your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to try things that you're not used to or that it looks strange to you. If you don't try new things, how would you know if you like them or not? Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. So, one way to discover new passions, to see, what your strengths really are, is when you try new things. If you fail, then no big deal. You learn from the experience and you have something to talk about. And if you succeed, then you have something to be proud of. How about that? Build your confidence, my darling. Leave the familiar things and face new and adventurous things. You might not want to do all these new things on your own because you're scared, but it's okay. That's why we have the next point, which is get help and support. Find a mentor, someone who can point you in the right direction, or find someone who is already living the life that you want, the future that you desire. Yes. But this means that you have to be humble and ready to learn. Don't go there feeling like, oh, I know it all. Please don't tell me what to do. Hello, excuse me. Like, seriously, calm down. If you want to move ahead, if you want to reinvent yourself, then you must be ready to humble yourself, learn from those who have gone ahead of you so that you don't make the same mistakes they made. And here, I would also like to chip this in. If you're considering getting a new job or moving to a new environment or relocating entirely to a new country, then you should try to get opinions of people, 3 different people for that matter, because people are different. They could have different perspectives. If someone had a bad experience on something, they will definitely try to discourage you from it. And if somebody else had a good experience from the same thing, they would encourage you. So beware and be advised. At the end of the day, you need to remember why you need this change in the first place. Let that be a source of encouragement for you. On to the next step, which stems from not giving up, is don't look back. Just do it. Get moving before something stops you, like the fear of the unknown. You're afraid that what's going to happen? No, what am I supposed to be expecting at this new job? Am I really going to survive it? Okay, I've just lost someone I really love. How's my life going to be after this? You can move past that, and it's time for you to actually move. Go for it, my darlings. Just go for the job interviews, send your resume, move to that new country that you've always planned to. It's not going to be easy, trust me. It might seem scary and different at first, but you will survive. With time, you will get used to this new space, this new home, being single. Just don't freak out yet. The relationship is over, yeah? So stop looking backwards. Like, oh, I wish, with regrets and all that. No regrets, darling. We're moving on to a better version of you. Like being a better person. Live your life to the fullest. Don't settle for the devil you know. Baby girl, prepare yourself and get ready for the angel who is out there, who is going to find you and love you the way you deserve to be loved. Yeah, I said it. Start implementing the plan that we talked about, and don't be in a rush. Slowly and gradually, the new life that you deserve, the new version of you that you desire will begin to manifest itself, and you begin to live the happier life that you want. Once you are able to resist and go over that obstacle that looked like a high mountain that you would never overcome, then you're like, okay, I'm here. What next? Trust me, it is not going to be easy. Once you get into that job, it is not going to be easy. Once you get into that new house or new neighborhood or new country, it is not going to be easy. Which leads me to my next and final point. The 7th step is prepare your mind for the best and for the worst. Hallelujah. Change is not always an easy thing to do, even though it is mostly necessary. I am not going to lie, it's going to be tough. Yeah, it's not going to be easy. Once you get over that first loop, it is not going to be easy. But guess what? You will survive. Yes, so prepare your mind. Develop that thick skin and say, I can do this. Don't fall for the temptation of wishing for your past life. Just be strong and keep pushing. All right? Prepare your mind for the worst. Yeah, it's your first day at work. You're the new kid in the block. Everybody was once a new kid in the block. So, hello? Give me a break. All you need to do is try to familiarize yourself with your new work environment. Know your boss, what your boss likes and what your boss don't like. Be outgoing and approachable. Don't walk around with a frown on your face, okay? Nobody's gonna talk to you like that. There might be times when you're gonna feel like you're in the lowest part of your life. You know, like you don't have friends, you don't know anybody, you look like the one who doesn't know you don't have any idea what you're doing. But if you can survive the first 3 months, then the rest is history. Just hang in there. Okay, guys, these are the 7 step-by-step process that you can take to reinventing yourself. If you feel like there's something more you can add to this, then do me a favor and leave a comment below. I honestly hope you found this video very helpful. It will really give me lots of joy if you did, and if you will consider giving me a thumbs up. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe if this is your first time on my channel. I love you guys as always. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.